Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are here, and you know what this background means. It means we are getting ready for the day. Oh, Lord. Might need a lot of help on this day. Surprise. It's crazy how, at a certain age, your skin absolutely reflects how much hydration you had the day before. I have no idea what is going to be the close du jour. Day or, you know, say, oh, my friends. I have no idea what to put on this morning. All right. Sorry about that. I went to another room real fast. Welcome in, welcome in. I am still trying to figure out what is what are the clothes of the day. I don't know. I mean, I know we're going to be painting, so I guess it's painting clothes, correct? Correct. Let's see what we can do. Actually, before I go hunting down clothes, my face is very dry. It needs an entire wake-up call. Does anybody else swear by castor oil? I love this stuff. Oh. Good morning, world. Good morning, world. What kind of fabulosity can we have today? I can come look at my, if you want a different, I want something I can wear my fabulous earrings. Check out my earrings. I want something I can wear these with. One of the twisties is not twisting well. Very heavy. Let's see, I think this is the one that doesn't twist too well. I love these earrings. Yep, but they're not for painting. Dangle earrings are not for painting. Let me put them away. Put them away. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what's for painting today? Oh, no. I think, hi, welcome on in. We are getting dressed today. So far, I have decided, I obviously didn't drink enough water yesterday, so I had to, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this. I have castor oil, but I have the, this bottle has frankincense in it. I like the rosehip oil with my castor oil, but I'm gonna just go ahead and while I'm getting my hair or my clothes, smells like rosemary almost, together, I'm gonna do a thick coat of castor oil on this old skin. And then what I'll do is I will top it off at the end. But for some reason, and I haven't turned my heat on or anything, but wow, my skin feels thirsty. Thirsty. So I just did a really thick coat of just castor oil cut with frankincense. That should brighten up my skin a little bit, make it look healthy, make it glow. Because we know at certain points in life we all need a little glow. So I mean, I slathered it on. Um, okay, so now we know I'm putting on a pair of jeans today. Other than that, that's where I got stuck. All right. All right, guys. I got it. I got it. We're just gonna do jeans and my painting shirt, the one that isn't covered totally in paint today because I want to wear earrings because I just feel like right now I want some earrings, and that has earrings that match them, and I love matching earrings. I've really gotten back into it. All right, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Let me find the garments I need. As soon as I get this on, we will spin this around and all be together. All right, give me 1 second. So what outfit have you picked for the day? Have you picked your outfit? What does your outfit say about what you're feeling, what you're doing, how you are, all of that? You know, it really does have an effect. I have certain things that if I need to put on, I put on. Just because I enjoy having I'm a strong believer in environments. I'm a strong believer in um, colors, creating moods. But I also think that what we wear and how we dress definitely decides it affects your attitude, your being. And it almost is a cue to our bodies to say what we're supposed to our minds, not our bodies. Hey, all right, thanks, it's Charlotte. It definitely tells us what we're gonna do, and like gets my brain in the right mode for what I have going on in that time. So I do think picking the right outfit is a very, very good idea. So, and I have like upstairs clothes, downstairs. I don't know whatever we're gonna do, but I am definitely putting on painting clothes because I am gonna finish, and I'll have to create a clip of it for this channel, but I am going to finish painting the kitchen area, and then tomorrow we will be ready to pack for our week at my mom's house. So that will be great. That is the plan for the rest of the week, which is always good to have. Yeah, it's so much happening. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I think even when I am, even when it looks like, oh, what can you do all day? You know, at this new change in my life, I can definitely find billions of stuff, but since I'm redecorating the house, redoing the house, there is just gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of stuff to do, which is great. It keeps me going. All right, before I spin that camera around and we can do my hair and do the rest, help each other. I do want to go ahead and brush my teeth first. Although, some people need a lesson in how to brush teeth. Maybe I should spin it the other way. I do teeth, then I do my floss, then I do my water pick, and then I do mouthwash. In the mornings, oh my gosh, I have a huge piece of hair wrapped around my toothbrush. Yuck. And the more, oh my goodness. That is the disadvantage to having long hair. You never know where it's literally wrapped around my toothbrush. That's so gross. I got it. And then you have to find the end to unravel it. Too funny. Too funny, too funny, too funny. Let me get some polish going. Oh, it's all everywhere. God damn it. I think I got it. Well, let's keep brushing it in. Yes, and then we will spin that camera. Uh-huh. All right. My other channel is Fabulous Nuts ASMR. I should do a whole ASMR of bathroom sounds of just with my thing up with that showing my that's my shower curtain showing. There's always such amazing sounds to be heard, sights to be seen. Let's swish this. All right, now my teeth are brushed, my clothes are on. Let's raise it up and spin around. A little bit higher. By the top. We will give it a little tip down and tweet, spinning around. There we are, guys. Let's finish getting dressed this morning. Yep. How are you guys? How's your day going? So I did coat with a thick castor oil, but I don't even know. I'm not leaving the house at all, so I might not even put makeup on. I think that might be it. Let me see what I'll look like. Well, I can't really tell. It all looks round to me. Oh, all right. Let's get this hair up and out of the way today. Put my glasses on so I can see. I have found that without a rubber, where are my scissors? What did I do with my scissors? Hold on. Where my scissors went? Oh well. I don't like to pull my hair out of the rubber bands. I like to cut the rubber bands. It kind of keeps the ends a little bit nicer. But I don't see where I do with my scissors. I usually just drop them right here. They are not here. I frustrate myself when I don't put things exactly where they're supposed to be. Like it really, really makes me crazy. I don't know. How hard is that to drop? Right there, you know? These over there. What was, well, they'll show up and they're not. But anyway, I do prefer to do that. I am going to do the big old, probably do the big wash tonight. The nice thing about being, menopause, postmenopausal, whatever, what do they call that now? Once you've passed through it, being old. Hey, Liam, welcome, welcome. We are getting ready for the day. We've brushed, we've dressed, we've oiled our old face. It was looking rough. Let's see. That's almost soaked in, really. Ooh, I needed some hydration. I need to hit the water today, big time. Big time if my skin is that dry. I just use castor oil cut with frankincense. Kind of give it a little glow there. I don't think that's too bothersome. But I would definitely hydrate today and be sure I coat it up, because nothing will make you look older than your age than dry skin. And it's not that hard to keep hydrated, truthfully. I don't use expensive stuff. I use that. I use my aloe, or I switch it up with some coconut oil. Just depends on what I want to do. You know, I definitely use other stuff, but, and I think for 58, I am not covered. I mean, I have my marionette lines because I'm 58, but I am not, thank you, I am not covered in wrinkles, and I'm not spending all that money on beauty products. Women have been beautiful, men have been beautiful since the beginning of time without buying into pharmaceuticals products. And it's healthier. It's for your body, because anything you put on your skin or hair, we know gets absorbed. And not that I think my philosophy on life is so funny. I will worry about what I put on my skin, yet I was a Diet Coke addict for years and years, which is probably why I don't have any wrinkles at my age, because, you know, Diet Coke, the aspartame or whatever, I heard, you know, the chemicals break down in your body and it's so bad for you. So I've probably preserved myself, because at one point I was drinking 4 liters a day, like 2 liters. So 8 liters of soda a day. Or 2, yeah, I mean, I would just drink nonstop diet soda. And that is so horrendous for you. I was on my live yesterday. Here's a funny hair story. And you can tell when somebody that is young, and I mean like under 20, comes into your chat. Just the vibe it gives off on their comment, the comment itself, what it looks like, what it sounds like, right? You can definitely tell. And the other thing I think is just plain hereditary. I just have a little bit of my gray starting to come in now. It is just finally started. So that's definitely a hereditary feature. My sister that has dark hair, like her hair's like was black, she started turning gray in her late 20s. And because mine had been this color, now that's, you know, and you can see as it has changed over with age. Hers grayed, yeah, like I said, really a lot younger. So that's just like hereditary, or just however your genes got mixed in the mixing pool of genes. So I was talking about the little boy that came into my live. He was telling me, so in order to keep it separated and off my face, let me give it a little twist right here. He had said to me, "Oh, your wig's on sideways." I was laughing so hard. I'm like, I wish I wore a wig. Always wanted to wear wigs, but I never have. a few little knots in there. All right, and we'll just braid this bad boy right back up. So yeah, that really entertained me yesterday. But I hope everybody, today is Thursday. I thought yesterday was Tuesday all day, so I feel like I am a day behind, but just to let everybody know, today really is Thursday. I don't know what the date is, but it's Thursday. And it's going to be fabulous. I hope you have plans on what you are going to do today with this wonderful opportunity we have to make every day just enjoyable. I think that has been the biggest gift of aging, as knowing that a moment in your day, a moment in your time, a moment doesn't have to dictate the entire day. It doesn't. We can switch our days up, we can change our days around, we can decide what, how, when we want to do something, or what we want to interact with, and we can change anything at any time. And I really think that's just such a gift, as opposed to when I was younger getting worked up and then being upset over trivial stuff that, truthfully, 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, or even 50 years later, I no longer remember. You know, and it was such a crisis or such a thing at that time. And now, you know, the gift of age is the gift of learning. That moment really was not good. That moment made me angry. That person, I really am glad, is not my family member, or thank goodness I don't work with them or have to interact with them again. Whew, thank goodness, right? And I think you get the wisdom to be able to say that. And also knowing in a lot of situations is the freedom to say, oh, it's not my coworker. Where when you are younger, a lot of people that you might not really be friends with, you are stuck with. Hello, welcome in, Amir Masovic. Amir Masovic, is that kind of right? I hope so. We are getting ready for our fabulous day. Come get ready with me. It is 7:30 in the a.m. We are on the eastern part of the United States. Hello, Amir. It is a rainy, dreary day today. The good news is we are painting inside. So that is the plan. Hold on. I am so excited to have one room of my home redo finished. I definitely, next week, probably on Wednesday, have a video coming out about how I finished off one section. I have to get this way for a second. All right. Let me get my hair started and then I can put my glasses back on. So yeah, that's the beauty that has come with becoming older, is the wisdom and the freedom of being able to say, not today. I don't have to stay in that moment at all. I think that's what's so, I missed a whole piece of hair down there. Oh well, I'll get it tomorrow. I think that's what the nice thing about having older people around younger people is that they can really help to say, oh baby, calm down, breathe. And without having an older generation around, the younger generation, whew, there's so much that gets blown out of proportion without having somebody to moderate. So that is the beauty of it all. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. We will be doing this. I was doing a lunchtime live, but then it was like at an odd time. And I know getting dressed just to brush my hair takes a little bit of time. So I figured, hey, how much fun? Well, not how much fun, but instead of talking to myself while I get dressed, let me come talk to you guys. So that's where that is. That's how that is. We will continue. I can't wait. I've decided in this bathroom, I'm going to paint the this back wall, the color that I use downstairs in my kitchen. But this wall here, I am going to do a different color. So I'm going to do a two-toned room. I'm really kind of excited about that. I might go like a really dark color in here. But I don't know how much paint I would need. I really wouldn't need much for that. A gallon would be way too much. I think they sell it by the quart. Quart would do it. Yeah. So I think that's going to be cool. I do think that's going to be cool. All right, let me get this. Once we get the sprayed part, you can kind of see why I have to hold it in my mouth. It's a little bit longer than what I can hold and get to, so I just gotta hold it. That's the plan. That is the plan. Oh, stand up tall and breathe. Ta-da! Okay, that's finished. That's better. Today, like I said, my skin is feeling so dry and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little, this is just a hair polish, and it's just a nice hair oil. Don't put it in my scalp, but just to make my braids nice and slick. Almost works like hairspray for me. It keeps everything in place. It smells good. Get everything nice and slick. Condition that just a little bit more conditioner. It's kind of just like a hair polish. In those videos when you see people dropping their hair and it's sliding, it's this stuff. I'll have to post it on my channel because I love it. My sister is a hairdresser and she got me going. So let's get this stuff up. We will start right there with a nice crissy-crossy. It makes your hair, this stuff makes your hair very slick and silky feeling. It feels just like silk. I love it. All right, so, whew, Lord, so I am going to take it up and over my head today. I bring it back around. I don't know why the color is going in and out, huh? Then I get here, and I have to see what I'm doing. Here, let me change you guys a little bit, because I got to kind of see what I'm doing. Hey. Oh, you can see all my mess up there, but that's what my counter looks like, so. I'm gonna hold this piece in my mouth so I can't talk. Alright, and then I tug it here. Put it into this one. Then I can bring the other piece around. I like to flip it under so it kind of anchors itself, right? Bring it back around. And then just go in a piece here. And in another piece here. And for some reason, the length is different than the other side. Oh no. Right like that. Okay. All right, and then it's ready for a clip. Right. All right, let's grab a clip and clip that down and grab a clip. Clip that in. Whoa, hold on. I don't like how that looked. There we go. There we go. It'll stay up. That's it. A little more secure. Right here. There we go. Do the head shake, make sure it doesn't fall. I just feel like today I want something right here. There. That's good. That should be better. Yep, finished. All right, that's done. Now let me fix my face. I had put my castor oil with my frankincense on my skin right before I started getting dressed because it was kind of dry. It was horrendously dry, actually. Not kind of, it was. So there it is, all my beauty, right? And it's still very heavy on my skin. So what I'm gonna do is just take a piece of tissue and blot it down a bit. I don't want it to come off because obviously as dry as it was, it needed to be there. All right. There you go. All right, let's see what we got in the magic bag. Magic bag, magic bag. In the magic bag, let's see what we got today. I am just gonna do a little glow. A little glow, nothing more than a little glow. We're gonna go old school. We are going old school. Because I have that thick lotion, I'm just gonna rub that cream on just like that. That's a little BB cream. I don't know if it does anything or not, but now my skin is nice and sticky. Boom, that's finished. Next part. I'm just using a regular old thing right here. I don't know. My eyes, this has gotten so thick and it's my eyelid, it's very heavy. It has folded over. So there's not much I can really do with my eyes. I just put a little color to tone, even out my tone. Boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. and hit it right there on the back side. I just hit it right there with a little darker color, trying to get that crease and get my, and that's it. That's finished. Boom, that took a second, right? Blend it. Then I put my little mascara on. I got my mascara. I gotta use a blow up mirror because I can't see a thing. And honestly, that's it. I am not gonna be. Now, I know people, and when I had children and was staying at home and all this stuff, I didn't do my makeup at all. And I had a girlfriend, she looked gorgeous every day, right? And so I asked her out of curiosity, why do you do that? Why are you doing that? You're just at home with the kids. Okay. One of the blessings of coming with long hair is they also come with long eyelashes. So that's the blessing of that. Still have good eyelashes. But so I asked her, why are you doing your makeup? Why are you getting dressed? I mean, she would dress like nice, like her clothes always match. She looked so put together. All of her jewelry, all of everything. And she looked at me like I was a fool. And she says, Paige, honey, I do it for me. When I walk past a mirror, I want to feel good and look good for me. And I said, well, isn't that something? I never thought about what I'm seeing in reflections or a moment I take for myself could reflect, give me anything. And now I realize when I know I look okay, or I know I have taken a moment for myself, whether I look okay to the rest of the world, whether I look okay to anybody else, if I feel good about what I look like, it lifts me up for the whole entire day. I've gotten back into earrings for years. I wasn't. Look at these earrings. I found them on sale. Look at my shirt that I got for just a few pennies to paint in. But now I have earrings that match my shirt perfect. How exciting is that? So that's it. That's what I do. That's the extent of it, but it just kind of smooths out and makes everything look, if I can get that back on, a little better. And I do, my favorite thing of all times is lipstick. So, and it has all migrated downstairs, my lipstick of the day. Ooh, I like this color. I think I love lipstick so much because it was the first makeup we were ever allowed to wear as kids. You can wear your little lip gloss. And then it went from lip gloss to you could wear mascara. No eyeshadow or anything, just a little mascara. Then you could wear colored. And it was such a moment in growing up to be allowed to use colors on your lips that I love lipstick to this day. They're not going to be able to see my lips though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh. When I put my oil on my face, because it was so dry, I did my whole face on lips, so my lipstick went on weird. But I like that color. Let's do what Granny taught us. You always got to give a kiss. Because that way it tones it down. I'll put these glosses on until we get downstairs. I have those progressive bifocal things, which are great eyeglasses, and I can drive in them, and I can, if I'm doing handwork or something, they're wonderful. But for computer screens, I still can't get them to work. So I have to still use reading glasses, which is why I have all my fun cat glasses, and I love those. They make me happy. They're glasses I always wanted, and I'm at I can do what I want. I'm a whole big girl now. So there we are. We are dressed and we are ready for the day. I think I'm gonna slide it on green screen, but we can still talk. I have to go on green screen because I just heard my son is works outside and it's pouring down rain today, and he just walked in the house, and nobody wants to wind up on YouTube when they're not expecting it. I've learned that. Excuse me. So, with that being said, let me find a green screen. I'm gonna try this, and let's see how we do. It's not bad for 58 years old, I don't think. I mean, yeah. But anyway, all right, let me hit green screen. And oh, I have my picture right here from yesterday of the curtain. We'll put that up. There we go. My curtains I love. We'll look at this green screen while I walk downstairs. You can still hear me talk. Oh, look. I've never used green screen. I'm just learning about it. Might be something. We can have a whole dance party. Well, I could put myself in all kinds of fun places, right? How much fun is that? Ooh, I feel videos coming. I'm such a goof. But that's part of life. I think the best part of life, just being able to laugh at yourself, enjoy the coffee. I'm going to carry the tripod and the phone because I poured off a phone downstairs. And I know that is a whole lot of making people dizzy, which we don't want to do. So we're finished getting dressed. We are ready to tackle our projects of the day. I tell you, the problem with green screen, I watch people's mouths when they talk, and now I'm watching my mouth. Okay, anyway, things we learned. Let's head down the stairs and we'll run through the house, and my son will be so glad he is not showing up on camera, just me, that he won't know what to do. I have a green screen on. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. While we are doing our thing, come on in. All right. We'll even put the old lady dog can be on green screen with us. All right, she hates the camera, so let's see what she'll let us do. She's like, don't try it, lady. She is a definitely don't try it. Nope, she's not going to show up. Hold on, let me find the other dog. Ah! Let me find the other dog. He might play green screen with us. It is so dreary and so rainy. Let's see. Is he there? Just be very still, Marley. Hold on. All right. Marley, where's your face? All right, you want to play green screen with us? You have to stay right. You have to stay right there, baby, and play green screen with us. Yeah. That's the face of leave me alone if I've ever seen it. Look, you're floating in the curtains. Yep. Look, I'll leave the camera right here with you. All right, let me drop it down. All right, Marley, you're in charge of the green screen camera. There. Oh my goodness, that's so much fun as long as he doesn't move. Yeah, you just lay right here. You don't move and you entertain everybody, okay? That'd be a great idea. He's like, be quiet. Oh. Well, stay right there for a second while I get all of this set over here. Okay. get some lights on the situation. Alright, turn some lights on the situation. The next thing we have going on, yes, the next thing we have. They're so upset. It has been so rainy the last couple of days that they can't even get out to walk. And no puppy likes to be stuck inside. No puppy does. We'll have to get your raincoats on. Oh, we got raincoats. We have your raincoat. Let me get your raincoat out. Well, then he's think he's going outside if I get his raincoat out. We can get them ready. We can. Oh. But what are we gonna do? But doggy raincoats make me laugh. And that's why I bought, like, I never bought dog clothes. I never understood it until this dog, because I had a little dog. And honestly, people put dog clothes, on their dogs, because it makes them laugh. It just makes them laugh. The doggy pajamas, the doggy sweatshirts, the doggy everything. It is funny and it makes people laugh. So that's why people, actually I don't think I want to open too many curtains. It is just a dreary, dreary day. So I'm going to pull my curtains kind of shut a little bit. Yeah. Where are you? You fell away. Hold on. There. That probably is cuter now. Oh, your face is in the curtains. I mean, yeah. He's hiding. All right. Anyway, let me walk back this way with you guys. I'll get this set up over here. And then we can turn us back on as I do the dishes. Because just what everybody in the world wants to do is watch me do dishes. I am sure that is your heart's desire. All right, give me one more second, guys. I will be right with you. Yeah, it's literally so dreary. I have to close the windows so I can turn lamps on. My house sits on a corner of a main street. So when it is raining, I'm kind of cautious. I just don't want everybody looking at my house. Believe it or not, as much as I open up my home to the world, I don't want my neighbors spying on me. Let me get my other things so I can see chats. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see what we have happening now. Ready, set, let's take the green. Oh, hold on. 49 seconds was uploaded. Oh, I just made a short of my green screen. Okay. So I press green screen and then I hit no green screen. We're in my kitchen. I click on done. Look at me learning how to use this stuff. I am so proud of myself. You don't even understand. I literally got my first phone in 2023. January 10th of 2023, I got my first telephone. So even though it seems like no big deal or no brainer how to do all this stuff, it takes me a lot to learn a new skill. So I was really excited right there with how that just happened to work out for us. Let me clean this off. Everything put away. We keep our butter on my little butter dish. I love it. So this was my grandmother's, and so my kids know it was their great grandmother's. That's our butter dish. Keep it out. Oh, he heard a truck go by. Now he's gonna bark. Anyway, we will get our dishes done and then that? That's what I live with. Let's see what he's grumbling about. Mark, what's the problem? What? What happened? They bothered you? That truck woke you up? I'm sorry. It won't bother you anymore, I promise. All right, go back to sleep. So actually, all the dogs kind of seem like they're asleep right now, but the house gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 8. So we're 5 hours into our day, believe it or not, and I'm just getting dressed. What can you do? What can you say? We are here, and it will be okay. Oops. A lot of butter on it. So let me know what fabulous things you have planned today. Let me know, like I said, I have my project. I'm gonna finish painting this room. We have all of the trim finished. I'm gonna put the vinyl. I got a vinyl sheet to put over on our tea set. And then I think I'm gonna do that. I'll do it as a live right now. Let me wash the dishes and then we'll get to cutting that vinyl and I'll show you how we can finish off that area. It'll just take a second. I just want this clean before, oh, I see mud from work boots on my floor. Oops. Somebody that works outside must have walked in the house. Yeah, let me get this done real quick. Then we'll bring all of our supplies into the table and we will go ahead and cut the vinyl right here, and I'll just make a clip of it later for our tea set. Yeah, it's my tea set over there, but the serving area is on just a piece of, the furniture is made of particle boards. Very inexpensive. It costs a lot, but the material is so cheap, it's not real wood. Therefore, to have a drink set or something over there that could get wet or needs to be, you need to wipe stuff up sometimes. Things just dribble. So over there, I do have a piece of vinyl. It's what they sell for to put under your computer or a desk blotter. That's what I got. There's not a fabric store where I live. There's no place to get anything like that without going into a big city. And truthfully, I'm not doing that until this week, and it's going to be a 3-hour drive. So to get someplace that has fabric stores, it's over an hour to 3-hour drive just to get. Oh yeah, there's not even one. It's a 3-hour drive anywhere I go to get to a store that sells fabric. So I did order it offline on my other channel. As soon as I get my Amazon link, I'll be able to link that in the bio. So if there's anything that you see as I do projects, you can jump on and click over, and maybe it'll inspire you to do some. I'm really excited to start using this channel. I mean, I use it as a blog, a live chat session. But I also started this channel to be with me as I redecorate, do the projects, upgrade this house on a budget, because with young adults that are still needing a hand up, a leg up, a budget has to be had. So there are things that I would like to do that I cannot do. So we're going to have to use a plan B, C, D, E, try to keep everything that I do for each room at least under $100 or around $100. And the paint straight up for any room I do, I use really good quality paint. I have some left from other projects for the wall paint in and of itself. It is it's $50 to $60, $60, $70, $80, because I only believe in high quality paint. It really sees the difference. If you use the cheap stuff, you got to buy 2 gallons and you spend the same amount of money and twice the work. Okay, that being said, let's do our project. All right, let's. We're gonna swing it right to the table. We'll be right here together. Yeah, I think we can work right here. I am getting my, see my table's matching. I'm gonna get my stuff, the stuff we need to do this. All right, I had no intention of doing this right now, but you're here, I'm here, so let's get working. Let's do it. All right. All right. Dip, 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 dip. All right. So I tried to pick up too much stuff at one time and it dropped. We'll go ahead and set this up right in this space. Let's clear it off. Let me know if you can see. If you can't see, yeah, the lights on. All right. That out of the way. My son was moving my money tree and happened to break the top off, so I'm trying to root my money tree. That's what that is. All right. Yesterday I had also started the project, if you were here with me, using the ceiling hooks, but I have a hook I want to hang on a ceiling that it's like my upstairs in that bathroom has an arch, but it's a plastic composite. It's not a wood. It's not. It's a very weird frame. So what I did was I glued the hook with Gorilla Glue onto some cardboard, and it's good and dry now. We can cut it out. And I'm going to use Velcro on the back to hang it. It's not going to be holding even a pound of weight. It's not going to be holding anything heavy. So this little tab will be enough to hang that hook on that piece of plastic. There you go. We found the right spot so we could all see it together. Oops, sorry guys, sorry. All right, I want to get a really good view on what we're doing because this is, believe it or not, going to become a clip. Oh, I don't know, hell with it. I am just a hot mess when it comes to trying to make a video. But we have our table out. This is what I had bought. I got it off of Amazon. It's literally vinyl. Just good old-fashioned vinyl. I went ahead and made a pattern of the top of the trunk or chest or whatever that thing is we're gonna cover, right? And are we able to see? Maybe let me move it up just a little bit higher. Oops, sorry guys. And let me drop it down just a little more. It might be a little bit better. There we go. That's kind of nice. Now we can kind of see the complete section, right? Except for my big head is right there, but you get the idea, right? It's more important to see this. All right. I have it lined. I am actually going to put some weights to hold this down. I'm not going to draw a line around it just because I'm not. You could, if that is how you like to do. Actually, yeah, I'm just not. Well, no, I changed my mind. I am. right. So, I love sewing. I sew. I cut patterns. I don't want to use pins, so I made my own pattern weights. It's just the little metal statues you find at craft stores, and I put a piece of velvet on the bottom. They are heavy enough to hold things in place. And they come in very, very handy, just like that. All right. And that fold was actually, I put marks when I did it to be sure I lined it to the right spot. I could have either bought something that was undersized or go with this size that was a little bit larger. I went with the little bit larger one, obviously, and I wanted all of my entire top to be covered, and I'll show you what I was talking about. If I had ordered a smaller piece, this edge would have still been visible. Literally, it's just compost. It's really nothing exciting. So I went ahead and got larger. It's going to cover absolutely all of this, and you can see where things have dribbled and you try to wash it and it comes up and then all of a sudden the finish is gone. So in the interest of better, we did. So I got the vinyl off of Amazon. This is an Amazon vinyl. It was under the, trying to get us all together here. It was in the with the desks. So this is in with desks. Okay. So I got this on Amazon. Wow, Lord. Chairs in my way, hurting myself. Let me stub my toe. That really hurt. Like I said, I made these very simple. They were just like those metal pieces you find at end of season. Spray painted it, there it goes. My cutter is gone. So I had to buy a new one, but I knew I had that. These are great. Now, with using a cutter and this thickness, I'm gonna have to go a couple of times and make a couple of cuts. It's not gonna cut all the way through the first time. You have to be patient with it, and that's okay. We got this. I really think I don't want to mess with the paper. I think I want to mess with a line. I'm gonna get a pin real fast and we'll just draw a line around it. All right, so I'm making a square. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start on the end that's already flat. And I'm going to use my L square just to be sure I get a nice straight line. I know when I cut it, it didn't. I am going to say, I just have it lined up with the paper. This is going to be my front and my good end, so this is where I'm really going to take care to worry. I'm on the back side of what I want to use. I don't want to mark on my front side. No, 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 no. So I go ahead and draw my first line down. I go ahead and pull it up to make sure that first line attached. And yeah, it did. Kind of a little wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to use this corner. I know I used a fold right here at this corner. So I know at this point on this corner, that is a straight edge. So I definitely can use that straight edge to go down this straight edge. There we go. I'm going to come back this straight edge is a straight edge right here because it was the beginning of the roll. That's how I know. So I'm just going to move my little chickadee out to the side to hold that edge down. I'll line it back up, make sure I'm getting it. And go ahead and get my line. It is slightly off from where it's lining up. So when I go to do my cut, I'm going to draw a line. They didn't match, so I put 2 dashes in the line I do not want to cut on. Just to remind myself, leave that alone. Okay. So now I'm going to come to this corner right here. I'm going to move little Chicky Boo Boo out of the way. This corner here was the straight edge. And it looks like that tip. I am going to actually, because of there's a spot here that the pin is going to go over, I am going to have to come back. Make sure everything is square on this. And redo this line after I pull the paper up, because it's not going to be straight. I am hitting paper. Truthfully, I can just square it up. See how I knew I hit the paper? I can just move the paper out of the way, throw my ruler back down. If you don't have a long L square, but you have a small one, you can just set your corners and then connect the dots. If you don't have an L square, go get one. It makes your life easier. No, I'm just kidding. You can just use a ruler, start in the center, measure up, draw dashes all the way across, and then just use the tip of your ruler to make sure your corners are hitting right. You can do that. You don't need to have an L square. Only reason I have it is from I've had it since college. That's why it's here. If I did not have it, I would have used measurements and my ruler and just marked and connected the dots. All right. And truthfully, that's what we're going to do right here. Pretty much a game of connect the dots, but I find, like everything, what do they tell you? Measure twice, cut once? Exactly. And, oop, that isn't even on my paper. That whole line was off. Let me actually do it properly because I didn't even do that at all. Get it there. See, I was talking, so my line is about an 1/8 off right there. All right, let me come back and do the proper. So I know when I go to cut, I am using the inside line. I'm put a dash through that. I don't want to use that outer line. It's where I messed it up. I want to use that inner line. There we go. And we are ready to cut. Like I said, I drew my lines on the out. I have it kind of nice square. It's still rolling up where it was rolled, so I will fold that right there. I am going to throw all of my trash away. Boom. All right. What that was. For the sake of stabilization, I am leaving my chickies on there. I'm going to start with this upper line just because it looks like a good starting point. I'm using that as the guide. My raw edge of my cutter is going to come towards the metal piece. I'm getting really tight right there. I was just afraid that paper would just start shifting on me, and we get one shot at this, then we have to live with it. I'm just going to go back and forth, nice and slow. I am putting as much pressure as I can. Like I said, this is a new cutter, and it's not a brand I've used. It was just the one I grabbed real fast when mine had disappeared. Nice thing is it was a brand new blade, a nice quick piece came off. That's beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna do this one here. Get my everything nice and tight. That angle right there. There we go. Flip my blade over so I can be sure it cuts right where it needs to cut. I need this anchored just so that doesn't slide. I don't usually work on my kitchen table at all. I hope my head's not in the way. So to cut here is very awkward for me. I can see where I did not stay in a line right here. Let me go back. There we go. That's one thing, just double check. See, I had that, was not real tight and cutting in an awkward position. Let me come back with this line. There it is. All right, I just needed to pull that little piece out of the way. All right. Actually, going to go this direction. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay with this. I have my my yardstick, but I think it's gonna be too thick. And I wanted to match up that inside line to my cuts. All right, I can see the purple. I'm cutting down the purple line. I be sure my blade is facing my project or facing my ruler. Line it straight, that's my guideline. I am by no means an expert on anything. I'm a beginner on it all. So if you have a technique you think is better or a way to do this that makes more sense, feel free to speak up because I'm just showing you how I would play. And that's how I would play with it. Just my ideas. I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't know how to use the stuff. I don't use it that often. Matter of fact, I had to go get a new cutter because I don't know where the other one went. All right, I'm cutting across, but I'm gonna lean pretty far, so I definitely want to take my time. I lost my line going across because of how the paper was not cut evenly. That's why I wanted to use this, and I know I was using the inner line. So that's nice and tight right there. All right. I am ready to come across. That was another reason I wanted to get rid of that paper pattern. I just didn't feel like measuring everything, truthfully, and I thought it would be faster if I did it that way. Whether it was or not, I can't tell you, but that was just how I did it that time. I'm gonna go ahead. This is the side that's gonna show, this side up here. So I wanna be sure I'm pretty accurate and have nice accuracy on this. I mean, I hope I have nice accuracy of everything, but there's no telling. Make sure that blade is facing me. And I would definitely say with cutting vinyl, and this Naugahyde, but it's vinyl. It was definitely wonderful that there was a brand new blade because it cut it very smoothly, like a butter. And there we took our round and squared it up. Visually to me, this edge looks a little wonky, wobbly, so that is going to be my back side. We shall adjust. Ready? I'm going to move you guys around again. Well, no, I'm not. I got that too tight. I do that sometimes. There. And we're gonna come right here, and now we will have a waterproof topping for our, yeah, you can see it, right? We're gonna put that right here on the tea set. Let's tip it down just a tad. I hope you can see that fine. Like, it's so rainy today, it's hard to tell with lights and colors, but okay. Let's move all of our things off of my little serving spot. All right. And unlike yesterday, I remember that the kettle is full of water. Yesterday when I was painting the trim work, I forgot and spilled water everywhere. We will not do that today. We will just move the rest of our stuff and put our new top down. That cost, that little piece, and like I said, I had to order it because there are no fabric stores. It was $4, $5. I could have also, I have clear plastic, that would have worked. All right, I made sure to pick it up with the side I wanted forward. And I'm gonna lay it and line it up just like that. And this edge is the one that bothers me the most. So there it is. Let's see, how did we cut? It looks like it's lining up pretty well. Yup. Looks pretty good to me. We can come down a little farther and you can kind of see the whole shebang. But yeah, so now I have a waterproof top where I'm going to have my coffee service, tea service, and everything, and it will say bright and clean. I can clean it, and when things accidentally spill, it can be cleaned up. And that, my friend, is important. So, I have, oh, I just lost my things. What did I do with them? Oh, I see them, they're way over there. I have a thing about having little animals hidden throughout my house. So my bunnies are sitting right there now. It's an antique cup I found at a thrift store for 75 cents. Oh, all right. I have a shelf that's gonna come up here, and I have all of my teapots that are gonna come down. Any china you see in my house, I found it at thrift stores and or at yard sales, mostly thrift stores. And so I really like it. Once we get everything totally finished and I'm able to really come in and decorate, I have a little shelf thing with doors that I found years ago that I want to put here, and then put the teapots right over top of it. I think it'll look darling in this area. It's been sitting in my garage for probably 15 years or more. Believe it, time just flies so fast. But there we go. We have our vinyl setting ready. It is all set. Now we are ready to fix a cup of tea. I hope everybody has a just fabulous day. We will get dressed together again tomorrow. Tomorrow's excitement was already warm. Packing to go see my mother. So, like always, thank you for being here. And just, oh wait. My nephews they tell me to say this: like, comment, subscribe, stick and stay. And until tomorrow, stay fabulous.